Hi girls, I'm really glad you're here with me again. This channel is a space where we talk honestly about attraction, power, and the psychological dynamics most people feel but rarely understand. If you have questions, thoughts, or topics you want me to explore next, leave them in the comments. I read all of them, and many of these videos are shaped by what you ask for. Today, we're going to talk about something subtle, quietly intense, and deeply influential. Today, we're talking about the mirror effect. Most people believe value is created by giving more. More effort, more availability, more emotional energy. What they don't realize is that value is often perceived not by what you give, but by how proportionate your energy feels in return. The mirror effect is built on one simple idea. When your energy mirrors his instead of exceeding it, your presence becomes rarer, heavier, and more noticeable. Let's start with something uncomfortable. In most early dynamics, one person usually gives more. More messages, more emotional explanation, more reassurance, more availability. That imbalance does not create closeness. It creates hierarchy. And the person who gives more often sinks lower in perceived value, even if their intentions are pure. The mirror effect works because the human brain constantly measures fairness and balance. When someone notices that your energy matches theirs exactly, no more and no less, something shifts. You no longer feel like a resource they can pull from freely. You feel like a reflection they must earn clarity from. This effect is not about playing games. It is about refusing to overinvest emotionally before investment is mutual. You respond with the same tone you receive. You match enthusiasm, not exceed it. You mirror consistency, not chase it. Here is why this works psychologically. When someone realizes that they do not automatically receive more from you than they give, their brain begins to calculate effort. Effort creates value. When effort is required to maintain connection, attachment strengthens. Scarcity does not mean absence. It means proportional presence. You are not cold. You are not distant. You are simply not overavailable. And that distinction is critical. Most people sabotage attraction by flooding it with energy. They think showing more will secure the connection. In reality, flooding removes tension. The mirror effect restores tension by equalizing emotional flow. Another layer of this effect is predictability. When someone cannot extract more energy from you than they offer, they become more aware of their own behavior. They adjust. They invest. They step forward. Not because you asked, but because the mirror showed them where they stand. This is especially powerful because it removes emotional labor from your side. You are no longer managing the dynamic. You are responding to it. And responding instead of initiating creates a shift in control. Silence plays a role here too. When his energy drops, yours drops slightly with it. When his presence increases, yours responds naturally. This creates a rhythm that feels organic, not forced. The scarcity comes from balance, not manipulation. The darker truth behind the mirror effect is this. People often only value what they have to maintain. When your presence requires consistency to be sustained, it becomes valuable. When it is given freely regardless of effort, it becomes disposable. This effect also protects you. It prevents emotional overextension. It keeps you grounded in self-respect. You are no longer chasing clarity, reassurance, or validation. You are observing and responding. Over time, this creates a powerful psychological position. You become the emotional reference point. The other person checks their behavior against yours. The mirror trains them without confrontation. If this feels uncomfortable, it is because many people were taught that love means giving more than you receive. In reality, healthy attraction thrives on balance. The mirror effect restores that balance quietly. This is not about withholding affection to control. It is about letting energy match energy. When you stop compensating for someone else's inconsistency, you stop lowering your perceived value. Once you understand this effect, you will notice how often attraction fades when one side gives too much. And you will also notice how quickly dynamics shift when energy is mirrored instead of poured. Thank you for listening to me. Follow me if you want to hear more. I have many more surprises planned for you in the future.